Hello everybody, in this lesson I will discuss more practice examples on Venn diagrams in probability. Example 2. In a group of 50 learners, 35 take mathematics and 30 take history, while 12 take neither of the two subjects. If a learner is chosen at random from this group, what is the probability that he takes both mathematics and history? Can you see and the intersection? There are two events in this question, namely M, that a learner takes mathematics, and H, that a learner takes history. Step 1. Draw a preliminary Venn diagram with the available information. So you make two circles with an intersection, and the one you add a M and the other one you add a H. Step 2. We are told that 12 learners take neither of the two subjects. We can represent this as, and then there's the 12 that's outside of the two circles. Since there are 50 elements in the sample space, we can see from this figure that there are 50 minus 12 is equal to 38 elements in M or H. That means it's the union of the two. So far we know that N, the number that takes mathematics, is 35, N history is 30, and then N, M or H is 38. Now let's see. From the addition rule, we get N, M or H is equal to N, M plus NH minus N, M and H. And this addition rule you will find on the formula sheet. And now we can substitute the values. So it's 38 is equal to 35 plus 30 minus N, M and H. And then you take all the numbers across to the one side and we're going to solve M and H. And we get that M and H is 27. So that means that's the intersection. 27 of them take both. And then we can work out how many learners only do maths by saying 35 minus the 27, because the 27 is the learners that do both. So there's 8 of them that only have maths, and then we can say it's 30 minus the 27, so there's 3 that has only history. Example 3. In a study, 160 people were asked what they like to do during load shedding. The 3 options they could choose from were reading R, do art A, or play on their phones B. The results of the study are shown below. Now, 70 people said they like to do art, 80 people said they like to read, 80 people said they like to play on their phones, 42 people said they like to read and play on their phone, 36 people said they like to do art and play on their phones. 136 people said they do at least one of the activities. 14 said they do all 3 activities. Number 1, record the above information in a Venn diagram. Now let's see. Step 1. People who don't do anything is 160 minus 136, and the 136 is this people said they do at least one of the activities is 24. So that you add there on its own. Step 2. 14 people do all the activities. So that one we fill it in the intersection there where all 3 circles intersect. Step 3. Read and phone is 42 minus the 14 that we already catered for is 28. So read and phone is 28. Step 4. Art and phone is 36 minus the 14 is 22, which is that one. Step 5. People who only play on their phone will be 80 minus 28 minus 14 minus 22 is equal to 16. Step 6. As you don't know who read and do art, we make that one X. So that one is X. Then we can say read only will be 80 minus 28 minus 14 minus X. And then when we add all the numbers, we get read only is 38 minus X. I filled it in for you there. And then art only will be 70 minus 14 minus 22 minus X. And it is 34 minus X. There, I filled it in for you. And now the next step, let's calculate the value of X. So we do that by saying it's 160, which is the total, is equal to 38 minus X plus 34 minus X plus 28 plus 14 plus 22 plus 16 plus 24. And when we solve X there, we get X is equal to 16. And then in the next diagram, Venn diagram down here, I added it for you. So 16 is in X's place, and then read only will be 38 minus 16, which is 22, and art only is 34 minus X, which is 16, is 18. Now your Venn diagram is complete. And then you can also just check whether you're right. If you add all of those numbers in the second diagram, then they must add up to 160. Then you know you are right. Number 2, how many people do none of the above activities? And that is 24. That is that number over there. Number 3, how many people read and do art but don't play on their phone? Read and do art but don't play on their phone. It's 16. It's this 16 over there. And then number 4, what is the probability that a person chosen at random do at least 2 of the activities? That means it's all the intersections. So we want probability. So how we're going to deal with that one is probability at least 2 activities is the intersection read and art. Or, and or means plus, the intersection read and phone. Or the intersection art and phone, or the intersection art, read and phone. And then when you add all of that, remember or means plus, you get it's 16 over 160, which is this one, plus 28 over 160, plus 22 over 160, plus 14 over 160. And when you add all of that, you get a half, therefore 50%. In the next lesson, I will discuss 3 diagrams. Click on the video in the left-hand corner to take you straight to the next lesson.